Hi everybody, it's Gypsy. Quick announcement first. I'm pretty sure I know what I'll be doing this summer with my travel plans. Pretty much there won't be any travel plans. I'm going to probably be spending my entire summer in the tri-state area. I won't be traveling. Gas here is already up to $4.10, and I hear it's just supposed to keep going up. It's ridiculous. I can't afford that. Yeah, when I first got my truck the first 2 years, I have a Nissan Titan. It cost me $50 to fill up my truck. Now it's over $100, and the gas keeps going up. Oops, Spirit got too close to the camera again. Yeah, and when I travel, I'd say, and I'm towing, I'd say I go through a quarter of a tank an hour. So if I go on a 4-hour trip, I get there, I'm out of gas, and then I have to fill up again. I just can't afford this. So I'm going to be, I'll probably be spending it on a friend's property in Seligman. And if you're in the area, you can purchase whatever you wish, except for my print-on-demand items. You can purchase my original art in person, and there will be no shipping charge. Or you can have a reading in person. I am hoping to find some craft fairs that I can vend at while I'm in the tri-state area. I am probably going to go over to Williams and every once in a while on the weekends and vend at their flea market, so you can find me there. If you're not in the area, then it will all be remotely. You can purchase online or do a reading. I'll do a reading for you on Zoom if you'd like. And this is something I want to introduce now. I'm not doing a commercial. Nobody's paying me for this, but I love this stuff. Alkaline 88 water. They have regular water, and then they have infused water. This is infused with blood orange. I love citrus. This stuff is so good. Really quenches my thirst. It's amazing. I think you should give this a try. I read, some saying, oh, it's great for you and all the benefits. It says it slows down the aging process, and I'm going to be 58 this year, so I'm going to drink a lot of this. Yeah, I'm not afraid of death. I want to look good when I die. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, try that. Yeah, now the scientists and the medical community, they say drink tap water. I stopped drinking tap water years ago because I don't like what's in it. Yeah. Anyways, so I think that's all I have going on. I am, again, doing more updates. I used Printify for my print-on-demand products. I'm switching over to Redbubble, and I do have a Zazzle shop. I think I'm going to connect, try to put my stuff on there or on my website so you can see and you can click over on that if there's anything there you'd want to purchase. So I think I'm going to do that, give that a try. I've been trying all different things, and it's constantly changing. The only thing that doesn't change is my original art. So anyways, first, I'd like to start with a comment I got from one of my YouTube subscribers. I appreciate it so much. What I can't say, I get a lot of stupid comments from like trolls and stuff like that, or evangelists. Things just to make everybody's life miserable. When I get a comment like this, I am just so appreciative, and I learned something from this comment, which makes it even better. And I hope you don't mind that I use your name, Nico. I just appreciate you so much for doing this. Let me read everybody his comment. And again, the phone went out. I was just asking if I have my... Never mind, I'm not getting into the... where am I? Okay. So, here's his comment. This is basically mutualism. Oh, I'm sorry. And this is a comment on my video called Capitalism Without Money, when I spoke about that. You guys have heard me speak on this topic quite a few times. I'm very into this. But he says this is basically mutualism, an anarchist philosophy made by Joseph Proudhon, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Now, when I was young, anarchist, you never wanted to be called that because it was a bad word. When we thought of anarchist, it was somebody who was violent, went around shooting up people, buildings, trashing things. That's not what anarchism is. It is, well, being free of Big Brother. Being able to live on your own, self-sufficient, self-confident, self-reliant, a mature and responsible individual who can take care of themselves. Right. No government, in other words, and it's all it is. What I would never be is someone who's violent. I did not come here for violence. Anyways, I had to do some research on Nico's comment because I had never heard of this. Whoop, we're stuck again. All right, guys, back up a little bit, please, spirits. Right. So I had to do some research, and it was very interesting. I found a video which you can find if you go back to my video, Capitalism Without Money. When I responded to Nico, I have a link to that video. It was very, very informative. But then I found this book that I'm going to order. It's called Mutualism, Building the New Economy from the Ground Up by Sarah Horowitz. And I'm going to get this. We'll probably be talking about it. I mean, I'm sure it's a book I'm not going to be able to not comment on. So what I am feeling, and again, if anybody thinks I'm wrong on this, please correct me. It seems to me that this concept that I'm very much into and would like to see come to fruition on this planet, it goes by various names depending on the culture. When I first heard about it, it was called, from Africa, called Ubuntu Society, Ubuntu Community. Same thing, okay, or it's called contributionism. Michael Tellinger, if you look him up, he is trying to get this spread around the planet also. In fact, he's the one I first learned it from. So I've heard it in that manner. And then I heard the Native American one called Gifting Economy. And now I know about it being referred to as mutualism. So what I believe, all right, so I was told Proudhon came up with this. And you know what? It's in so many people's minds that there are people who write about it. And it sounds like it's a new concept. And I believe wherever, I can't remember where he was from, if he's American or English or whatever, Proudhon, he wrote about it, okay? And maybe he had never heard of it before. But it did exist, like especially in ancient cultures, native ones, indigenous. It's in there because that is the way we all should have been living on this planet the whole time. We have this knowledge deep within us. And when someone like Proudhon or even Sarah Horowitz is meant to pass the word around and write about it, a lot of times we don't realize it happens, but a spirit will put that idea in our head for us to write about it, do videos on it, spread the word, to get that started on this planet, restarted on this planet, I'm going to say. So once I get comments like that, I get so excited, and especially when I learn something new. I'd never heard of Proudhon, or that it was called mutualism also. And maybe they're not all exactly alike, but they're similar enough. And you know what? All that matters is freedom, liberty. Okay? Each person's interpretation of this and what they call it does not need to be exact, but they are that similar. Liberty, everyone, freedom. So I'm excited. I got to get this book. I'm going to start reading it, and I'm sure you're going to hear me talk about it. Hi everyone, it's Gypsy. I just wanted to let you know that beaded hair bandanas are now available at gypsywitchcreations.com. Just click under accessories and then on beaded hair bandanas, and you'll see everything I have available. There's going to be many more coming. Right now I have available black and white and white and black 20-inch polyester bandanas. I have cotton bandanas, 22-inch square in blue and white and black and white. Let's see what else. I think that's about all I have on the website now. They're coming quickly. I have one that's about to come out that is a gorgeous white and black with beautiful iridescent beads. I have, let's see, red coming out, blue coming out, and these are all cotton. Then I have, this beautiful rainbow stripe bandana coming out. And what I'm most excited about is marijuana leaf bandana. So go check that out and keep coming back, because I'm going to have more and more coming up. Then, this morning, I listened to a video by a psychic medium named Blossom Goodchild. She has got to be the best channeler I have ever seen. I love watching her videos. Just, oh my gosh, my vibrational frequency just shoots through the roof when I hear her. She channels a spirit named White Cloud. I love White Cloud, and you guys know I'm very much into native culture and stuff like that. And then I have a friend a spirit friend I met on the property I used to live in Ohio. So I'm very, very drawn to that. So I like when when we hear from White Cloud. And then while she was channeling White Cloud, the Federation of Light came in. And these two messages were to uplift us. Times are hard right now. And what they were both saying is a lot of this stuff is threats, especially the threat of bombs and annihilation of this planet, of people. That's a threat. It was kind of like, how did White Cloud put that? He said, what do you think you come in here with a divine purpose, as everyone does, only to be annihilated? He goes, that doesn't sound very divine to me. I love him. But the Federation of Light came in to send a message of love and light to uplift us, and especially if you're a starseed and you don't typically incarnate here, and you're sitting here looking at me wondering, why did I do this? When is this over? When can I leave? Stuff like that. And the Federation of Light does this a lot to give us encouragement, okay? And I'm going to put the link to Blossom's video down below. Please watch it. It'll make you feel so much better. And they were saying, and I'm going to say this, a lot of psychic mediums are receiving similar messages. I have been receiving this for years, and at the beginning, I could not figure out what exactly was going to happen. I just knew the shit was going to hit the fan around 2020, and I didn't know how. But a lot of psychic mediums are receiving that message. And when there's global things, then we all start receiving they might not be exact, but very similar messages. Now, the one I have always received is something the Federation of Light spoke of this morning with Blossom's in Blossom's video. Excuse me, I need more tea. I'm drinking some black tea mixed with Egyptian licorice root. It's so good. Anyways, what they are saying is what is happening now appears awful, appears very, very bad. In the long run, it won't be. This is... Yeah, I thought of this analogy this morning because my trailer's a mess and I need to do some housework around here. Yeah, I only show you guys the part that I cleaned up already. Anyways, look at it this way, what is going on this planet now, and man, is it nuts. I mean, I always thought it was nuts here, but this is the most nuts it's ever been in my life. It's kind of like, how when you're cleaning house, maybe cleaning out your closets, cleaning out the garage, whatever, and you take everything out and you got it piled up and it just looks like a hot mess. But you're cleaning and reorganizing. Reorganizing, very important. Okay, you're reorganizing. So at the beginning, it just looks like a mess. While you're in the process of cleaning and reorganizing, it looks awful. It appears awful. But when you get the task completed, when you get to the end, it's all neat and organized and beautiful. So look at what's going on that way. And so this is pretty much what the Federation of Light was talking about in this video. And I've talked about this before. So many other psychics have talked about this before. Or those who just receive this knowledge unknowingly and talk about it, because a lot of people do. And I've talked to you guys about that too. Everybody's a psychic medium. You just receive it in different ways, or you're not quite as aware. There are people who talk about this shit and think they never heard from a spirit. Right. So the Federation of Light is telling us to hang on. Whether you always incarnate on Earth, Whether you are an ET soul like I am and rarely did I say that wrong? Whether you're somebody who always incarnates on Earth, or if you're somebody like me who's an ET soul who rarely does, you're light worker, star seed, whatever label you want to give yourself, this message was for all of us to hang on, keep your hopes up. And in, I believe, my last video, a recent video, I had said we're at a fork in the road. The powers that be want us to go this way. Those who are awake want to go this way, and there are many of us, and more are waking up. Our side, our army of light and love is growing more and more every day because people are waking up. And oh my God, with that plan, I'm like, man, could they have been more obvious? More and more people are waking up because of that. Our side is growing in numbers, and the Federation of Light always wants to encourage us. Keep our hopes up, keep our vibrational frequency up, keep our eyes on the goal, and as a mass consensus, to focus on going this way, our way, not the way that the powers that be want to go, because so many times on this planet, we start something like this. And the beings on this planet just give us, finally, after a while, they just give, we can never win this. And it's always going to be like this. And we end up going with the powers that be, which is how they're able to do what they're doing now. We cannot do that. Excuse me. We cannot do that this time, everyone. We cannot. We must keep our eyes on that goal. Freedom, liberty, life, love, light, all the good stuff. Because yes, it can be that way. Oh, that's right, they did. I can't remember if it was White Cloud or the Federation of Light. Talked about our future. And yes, when you're in spirit, and I, Penny Kelly, I've talked about her, she could do it now while in a physical body. If we take our road, our fork in the road, what the future here on this planet is going to be, and oh my God, it is so beautiful. So beautiful. It would make it, they were the Federation of Light, White Cloud, and Blossom were actually crying because of all the love and light that our future holds, as long as we keep our focus on our road. Keep our focus on our road, not the powers that be, not the upper echelon. We can be free. We can live our own lives on our terms, not being slaves to someone else and giving most of our money away to the powers that be. We are their slaves now. We got to get out of that. Whoops, Spirit got too close to the camera again. So anyways, everybody, I just had to talk about that. It was so beautiful and so emotional this morning. And, being the age I am, I don't know what form I will be in when we get to that end point where we get what we want, and we will. And if I die before you guys do, and I find any of you taking your eyes off the goal, I'm going to be there. Hello, this way. Yeah, I don't know what form I'll be. I have not asked, and nobody answers that question. Even if I am formless, I am spirit. I'm going to be watching. And I'm going to be so excited when this planet ascends and goes this way. Because there are other planets that have malicious intent, and those ETs are the ones that are helping the powers that be get control over everybody else. However, the rest of us from the other planets, and we are more, our numbers are more, are helping the planet Earth ascend, and the people here be free and live the life our Creator intended. There are more of us. And some of us have incarnated as humans at this time. Some are in spirit, and some are on our home planets. And no matter what form we decided to do this in, we're all helping planet Earth ascend. And we're going to win this time, people. I'm getting sick and tired of having to come back here and do this over and over again. There are more of us. And on those higher planets that are of a much higher vibrational frequency than like Earth, you have sovereignty, you have freedom to live your own life, you have liberty to live your life as you please. You're not a slave, you're not working all your life just trying to survive. Everybody minds their own business unless someone asks for help with something. Like Casey Musgrave always says, and this is my favorite song of hers, mind your own biscuits and life will be gravy. That especially goes for the powers that be. I have so much faith in humanity that I know if from the moment we're born we're not brainwashed into believing we are inherently sinful, we are evil, we are bad, we cannot take care of ourselves or make right decisions without the powers that be doing it for us. I don't believe that. The second that shit stops, when a child comes into this world and you raise them to believe in themselves, you're not evil, you weren't born into sin. You have abilities, natural abilities, and talents to contribute to this planet in this lifetime of yours that are good and beautiful. Do your own thing and contribute what you have to others. This place will be totally, totally different. So let's make sure that fork in the road we're at now, we make sure we go our way. And the powers that be, if they want to go this way, and anybody who wants to go with them, they may. But us, we go this way. For freedom. And eventually, those who went with the powers that be are going to be like, they're having an awful good time over there. Let's check that. Ooh, it's better over here. I think I'm staying over here. Until it gets to the point that this planet is nothing but the way we wanted it, love and light. So, I'm going to leave you guys with that, because I could talk about this all day and get emotional. Yeah, I'll leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.